Hello everyone, and welcome to Tech Tuesday. Today's Tech Tuesday is about Canva Pro, mastering advanced tools and features. I'm going to do a quick little introduction. We do have with us our technology integration team. We have Isabel Espinoza, who is our director. I'm Sherry Marks. I'm an instructional technology coordinator. We have Marissa Lopez, who is also an instructional technology coordinator. And we have Alexandria Behill. I hope I got it right that time. And she is our computer tech. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our instructional technology newsletter, where Josh, who isn't here today, puts out the latest technology tools, tips, and tricks. You will get credit in Eduphoria for being in this training today. And please make sure that you're following us on X. Okay, so I thought it would be fun to kind of just show you all my presentation and then actually show you how I created it. I actually did a Canva presentation, and I actually used AI convert tools for these little drop downs. And so that my students can go select all the correct drop downs. And then, why did my screen just freeze? And then this one, it's drag and drop numbers into correct boxes to complete this task. So the students would just grab this box, and they would drag it to the appropriate boxes that it belongs in. And I try to do it for every subject. And then this one, it's a who am I? So this is a bit more social studies. This first one is, who am I? I am an American suffragist who led women suffrage movements and helped secure women's rights to vote. And I really think it's Susan B. Anthony. So my students would type in Susan B. Anthony, but I do have my AI set up to where if, yes, Susan B. Anthony, if they did not get it completely correct, or if they misspelled something, it would allow a partial match. And then what are idioms? This was my reading piece. And here I had a generated AI question, and I had my students write idiom. So I'm actually going to show you how I actually put all of this together, just because sometimes I think we see things better if we're doing it. So I'm going to go to Canva, and I am going to look for, we're going to do science. So I have this cool one, this cool template. And on this template, I have a lot of different tools. Maybe it's being a little bit slow. So I'm just going to go through some of these. So that is all. And say I just wanted this, I want to retype Cami demonstration. And then I could actually, I'm going to delete kind of are all of these little elements so that I don't have them. And I can use this grid paper as background. And there's a lot in there somewhere. And then I'm going to delete all of these other ones. Can you share your other screen? Yes, I can share my other screen. Thank you, Alexandria. Sometimes you'll have to tell me.
Sorry.
You're not muted. We're going to have Jess edit this a little bit. I'm just going to duplicate this page so that I can have the same background for everything. And then I'm going to share. And I have two different options. I can download this and make it a PDF. Or I can share and open in Kami. I'm going to choose open in Kami. So this is now saved in my Kami drive, my Kami uploads, and I can add more things to this. So say that I wanted to, if I didn't want to just leave it like this and I wanted to add more worksheets to this, or I wanted to add more PDFs to it, I'm going to end up sharing my entire screen. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now that I can go back and forth. So if I wanted to add more stuff to this file, I can open up Kami. Speak a little slow. I am going to do Kami Library. And I'm just going to add a few things. I want something more for science. I'm going to open this one with Kami. I know I'm opening a lot of stuff in Kami. That's because I want to make sure that I have everything that I want in my uploads folder whenever I merge them together. I'm going to do one more. I am not sure what is going on with my computer. And I want this blank multiplication chart. Okay. So now I am going to go back to Cami. So everything right now that I want is saved in Cami Uploads. Actually, let me do one more. Let me do a reading one. Okay. So now I'm going to go to Cami and I'm going to do this split to merge feature, which isn't a new feature. It's not a pro feature, but it allows us to do a lot of cool things and put everything together. So I saved everything to Cami Uploads. And I'm going to open up all of these. I'm going to do next. And then I can, I'm going to take some of these pages out. Now I can merge all of those pages together and I can save it as export it, and I just want to open it in Cami. So now I get to go and I get to do all of this fun stuff. So the first thing, you have these little drag things or drag options where you can drag these. If you ever wanted to create your own, because this is really great, but this is a Cami presentation, or this is a Cami tool from their library. If you ever wanted to create your own, which was what I was doing in this presentation with this, I just created my own drag and drops. So like this one's an irrational number. I can go over here and do a text box. And how I got it this way, the background and all that is what used to have. I don't know why it's not showing me all the features. Oh, there it is. So this is me changing my text. Oh, I don't want the little eyedropper. And then I can also change the background. But it is not actually working right now. Because there's usually just a little eyedropper tool, or that's super weird. Hold on. There it is. It's up here. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not losing my mind. It's up here. And the background colors this. That way it just kind of pops on the screen. And then I can use my select tool and drag it. And that is how you make your own drag and drop. These drag and drops will not auto grade themselves, but it's a cool feature to get your students a little bit more interactive with the Cami project. The next one is the multiplication chart. So if I wanted to, I could take the time and do convert to AI. And then just convert this one. This is page 3 out of 7. And I just want to convert this page, this option. So I can make all the rest on Google Drive real quick. And this does take a little bit of time. Oh. Of course, during my training, it's not working. Let's try. So I'm just going to generate, I'm going to do short answer, and I just want to do one question. So it says, describe how the multiplication chart is used to find the product of two numbers. So it says rows, columns, product, intersect, locate. You can come up with your own answer, like just a short answer. I can also choose to do like a drop-down menu. And how I would actually do a drop-down menu, this is just me. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. And I want to display this on the page, and I want to show only the option. So this is my little box, and I'm going to try to fit it in this box. So 1 times 1 is 1. So that is the correct answer for that one. And then I should be able to copy this. The answer or the question will still show up to the side, and the students would just use this drop-down menu. And then I could also add another one. What is the product of the second? I'm going to do 2, display on page and show answer option only, and then put it in this little box. This option does take a little bit of time, but if you're willing to do the time, it is really worth it because it will all auto grade. Any questions so far? And the next one is this little reading passage. It says, so it gives us all of these options. So I'm going to go back to my AI questions, and I'm going to convert it. Convert this document. I'm going to do pages 4 and 5. Okay, it says, where is the United States located? So I can either choose short answer, checkboxes, multiple choice. I want to do multiple choice. It is located in North America. And I can choose to display this on the page and show answer option only. So I know that this is this question. So I can just put it right here and the students can answer this on the page. If I wanted to, I could do just a little marker. And what that does is it's right here and the student would click on it and it would show up on the sidebar. Okay. How many states are in the United States? I'm going to do 50 and then actually type out 50. I can show this on page. I can also show the answer field only, and then I can also allow a partial match. And what a partial match will do is if they get anything correct, it will give them partial credit. And then you can go back and correct the full credit. And where's the capital of the United States? I'm going to leave this as Washington, D.C. And again, I can display this on page and show field answer only and make this fit right here. Okay, so whenever you're done going through this entire document, the major parts of the pro tips today is just showing you that Kami is integrated in with Canva, and with the AI tools, you can create a lot of auto grade features and then the little drag and drop. But I actually wanted to show you what it looks like in Google Classroom. So let me open up my tab and go to my Google Classroom. Actually, it's right here.
Jeremy, there's a question.
Yes. So, Jasmine, to answer your question, it does the best that it can with answering the questions, but they're not always correct. It is highly recommended that whenever you're using the AI feature, just like whenever you're using any other AI, is that you check your resources and that you make sure that the answers are correct. Okay, so this is my class view. And you can see that I have this auto grade button up here. So my student Alexandria, who is also in this meeting, does not read at all. And so if you go down here, instead of filling out who Susan B. Anthony is, she just starts typing. And then she did not, oh, she did write an idiom. It's just itty bitty. I can't read that. So I'm going to give her 1 point. What point for credit? But I can auto grade this and it'll automatically grade as a 3 instead of a 100, and I can return this. This is not what Alexandria actually made. She was just my test subject. And sometimes this auto grade button is not up here. I will say once you actually have students in and doing your assignments, that's whenever I usually see it populate. Any questions about this? Oh, and I wanted to do one more thing. Whenever you are using the AI generate tool, make sure you're adjusting your points. So if you want this to be a different point, you can adjust it up here. You should be able to. I'm not sure what's going on. This point right here is where you adjust your points. All right. Jasmine, do you have any questions for Cami today? And that is all I have for y'all. So thank y'all for coming to Tech Tuesday. Okay. I am going to stop the recording.